Hey everyone! Recently the TV show Steven Universe finished its 5th season. I gotta tell you, I love this show. It's extraordinarily touching, humorous, it has expansive world building, plus an overarching narrative that is probably the most complex thing I've seen on children's programming. Rebecca Sugar has helped to create a masterpiece. Everything about the show is amazing. And after a long journey, the 5th season wrapped up the main conflict of the story thus far, that of the diamond leaders of the homeworld gems. If you've never seen the show before, let me give you a quick synopsis. The sentient alien gems come to colonize Earth until there's an uprising against the leaders, who are known as the Diamonds. A war ensues, and eventually the Diamonds give up trying to take over Earth and just leave. It's left alone for thousands of years. Then the Diamonds resume to try to take over Earth, and that's when Steven Universe and the Crystal Gems come into the picture, trying to defend it after all this time of not having fought a war. And Steven Universe himself is a half-gem, half-human hybrid. And his friends are former allies of the original Resistance. They're known as the Crystal Gems. Steven and the Crystal Gems resist the Diamonds' plans to take over the planet because Earth is filled with peace and love. That things should be left as they are there because life is precious. Other conflicting ideologies and allegories are explored in the show, like LGBTQ identity, equal rights, class issues, diversity, and body acceptance. But the main point is that Steven Universe is super passionate about all living creatures. He doesn't want to kill or have anyone die. He often finds non-violence over violence in getting his way. So eventually Steven was able to get the Diamonds to stop trying to destroy the planet Earth. Now I don't know what direction the show is going in moving forward, considering that it's seemingly wrapped up its main antagonist problem. But I definitely have something important that I'd like to point out. If Steven Universe really thinks life on Earth is precious, why is the show totally ignoring the inherent value of animal life? What I'm saying is Steven Universe should find a way to incorporate more environmentalist themes into his content. An arc where Steven Universe goes vegetarian or vegan, or at least begins to question the ethics of eating animals. There are a ton of obstacles with making this actually happen. For one, Steven loves food. They make casual jokes about meat and milk. There's even a really important reoccurring catchphrase. If every pork chop was perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. I could understand how changing Steven's character in this capacity would be very challenging, and even an unpopular decision. But isn't Connie his best friend Indian? Indians are extremely plant-based people. That's a great lead-in. I mean, I think if Steven Universe is really about what he says he is, he'd want to defend Earth by being actively against the excessive and unnecessary consumption of animal products. One objection to this suggestion might sound something like, oh, then the show would just be moralizing about the subjective topic of eating meat. But I think for Steven, who lives in a world of Western excess, it would be a valid and logical decision to explore this theme. As for the controversial or unpopular aspect of this suggestion, a lot of people found controversy in the gem fusions because they were kind of sex and same-sex couples coming together. Why is it that the theme of human rights is explored so extensively and effectively, but animal rights are nowhere to be found? Maybe because they think it would ruin the show. After all, it's not like Steven Universe could do a battle against Big Beef or Big Egg. Let me also clarify at this point that I don't personally believe the consumption of meat is entirely unacceptable. The Diamonds were obviously a very serious threat to Earth, but have you seen the figures on how many terminal illnesses are both preventable and reversible just by incorporating a more conscious and plant-based diet? I'm going to link some stuff below so you have more access to the facts. And then if you enjoyed this, I'm going to ask that you share this video. I'd like Rebecca Sugar to see it. I want to hear what she has to say. I don't think it's fair to feel like the show did something wrong by ignoring animal rights, but if they can acknowledge it somehow, if this message itself ignites, then potentially we could see it addressed. See, one of the reasons why the show is so critically acclaimed and celebrated is how it takes heteronormative values and shows them to be immoral, practically verging on evil. The lessons that Steven Universe has to teach are undoubtedly beneficial to children. I believe they grow up more accepting of people who aren't like them. And that's because of the way that Steven Universe portrays its characters so effectively. And I think there could be a lot of benefit with pointing out some of the factual issues and serious problems with the over-excessive Western diet. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you'd like to take our relationship to the next level, please check out my website where you can pick up one of my books for free. It's a psychological thriller set in New Orleans. This is Ryan Starbloke, and I implore you to have a good day.